येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लाङ्घायते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारिणम्। नमयों विष्णुपादाय श्रीगौरप्रियमूर्तये श्रीमते भक्तिवल्लभतीर्थगोस्वामिनामिने। कृपया क्षमतामपराधिजनं कलुषायुतसक्तसुदीननरम् सुपथे परिचालय सर्वदिनं प्रणमामि च माधव देवपदम्। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो महावदान्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः। तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तु ते। श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। ग्रंथेर आरंभे करि मंगलाचरण गुरुवैष्णव भगवान तिनेर स्मरणे हय विघ्न विनाशन अनायासे हय निज वांछित पूरण। So today is a very auspicious day. Every day is auspicious. Today there is another reason for being auspicious. It is the appearance of one of the associates of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada. His name is Srila Bhakti Saranga Goswami Maharaj. Bhakti Saranga Goswami Maharaj was among those who went to abroad, went to the western countries to preach Krishna Bhakti during the times of Prabhupada under his direct order. So, Srila Bhakti Hriday Ban Goswami Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Pradeep Tirtha Goswami Maharaj, Sri Bhakti Saranga Goswami Maharaj. Goswami Maharaj was in white cloths at that time. He was not a sannyasi. He was in white cloths, and it is after Prabhupada's departure in 1941 he took sannyas. But in 1936 Prabhupada sent him to the foreign countries to preach the message of Krishna Bhakti, because he was very expert in presenting Krishna Katha as per the audience retaining or retention power or desire. He had the capability to present Harikatha in that way. One time Srila Prabhupada Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur he had invited a chief guest in Mayapur, and that was during those days India was ruled by the British. So the chief guest was, an English person. So here that person arrived on time, but in India usually things go a little late. But the chief guest came on time. Yesterday, Indian chief guest came late, isn't it? In Chaitanya Math, he was supposed to come at 1:20. He came at 2:20. But English English persons, they are not like that. They come on time. So, so he came on time. I don't know his name, but he came on time. But the arrangements were incomplete for the inauguration of a certain, I don't know what inauguration it was, some inauguration event. So there was some delay in the, preparations. So how to keep him, that chief guest who had come here, please sit here. There is one asana already. So it is at that time, his name was Aprakrita Bhakti Saranga Prabhu. Prabhupada had given him the name Aprakrita Bhakti Saranga Das. Previously he was Atul Chandra Bandopadhyaya. A very noble and aristocratic, orthodox Brahminical family. So at that time, Aprakrita Prabhu started to speak with that chief guest in English language. And he went on speaking for 1 hour. There was a delay by about 1 hour in the arrangements of the particular thing. Opening of the gate or something was the event. And our Bhakti Saranga Goswami Maharaj, who was a brahmachari in white cloth at that time, he was speaking Harikatha in English to that chief guest, the English person. And 1 hour, how 1 hour passed, that person could not realize. After the events were ready, so everyone said, "Why are you still delayed? Please come, please come." And then he realized that it's already 1 hour past the scheduled time, but he could not really realize that it was delayed, because he was so much captivated by the speech of Sri Aprakrita Prabhu. And therefore, Srila Prabhupada saw that he has got a very special qualification. Not only that, he was also very good, he has a capacity of collecting funds very easily. To collect big funds, you need persons like Bhakti Saranga Goswami Maharaj. In the mission of Srila Prabhupada, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, Srila Bhakti Saranga Goswami Maharaj, Sri Nemi Maharaj, and our Param Gurudev. These three were big collectors. They would bring lots of money. Lots of money they would bring. By seeing them, I was narrating one incident in English, in Hindi. One time, when our Maharaj was working in Dhanbad, he was a railway engineer in Dhanbad. So at that time, Srila Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur remembered him, because there was a plan to construct a building for the sevaks to live in Chaitanya Math. In Chaitanya Math, there was no much. There is land, but there is no place for devotees to live, proper place. So he wanted to construct one building for the purpose of the sevaks of Chaitanya Math, for which bricks are needed. Without bricks, how can there be any construction? Brick, cement, they are required. So in order to burn the bricks, coal is required. The brick, there is in the brick factory, you see that they are burnt. So coal is required. How much coal would be required? Because so many bricks need to be burnt. So in Dhanbad there are coal mines. Srila Prabhupada remembered Srila Bhakti Saranga Goswami Maharaj, who was Aprakrita Bhakti Saranga Prabhu. Srila Parvat Maharaj and Bharati Maharaj. Srila Bhakti Vivek Bharati Maharaj. Both of them were sent to Dhanbad, telling that, you please go to our Aprakrita Prabhu and then make arrangements for coal to burn the bricks. Now, they went to Dhanbad, and by hearing that Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur had remembered Aprakrita Prabhu for this service, he was extremely delighted. Oh, Prabhupada remembers me. He asked me to engage in this service. He was extremely delighted. So the next day he told both of them, I shall go alone all by myself. You please stay. I will go and try to get the coal for you. He went next day morning directly to the manager of the coal factory. There were coal mines. He went to the manager of the coal mines, and then he started speaking Krishna Katha, the importance of Vishnu Seva, Vaishnava Seva, etc. And then how Mayapur is the topmost dham where Mahaprabhu's service is being performed. He spoke about all these things. Panditji, what service can I do? Please tell me. He came to that degree. The way our Bhakti Saranga Prabhu had spoken Harikatha, the manager himself told, oh, such a nice place, is there any service that I can do? Then yes, Prabhupada, my Gurudev wants to construct a building for the servants of Sri Chaitanya Math. So for which we need bricks and we need coal to burn those bricks. Tell me how much you want. Told 5 wagons of bricks, of coal. Wagon? Big wagon. 5 wagons only. He just included only 5 wagons, not much. Then he told, okay. Because he was so much captivated by Srila Bhakti Saranga Prabhu that he immediately agreed. 5 wagons is a not small quantity, it's a huge quantity. He immediately agreed, okay, I shall give. Then Aprakrita Prabhu told, you see, you are sending the coal to Mayapur, or you are giving coal for the service of Mayapur. Why do you want to share this service with someone else? You are giving coal and someone else will bring it to Mayapur. Why do you want to do it? Why don't you take up the entire service of, bringing the coal all the way to Mayapur? Means not only the coal but also transportation charges. Manager told, okay, that will also be done. Anything else? Yes, there is one more thing I want to tell you. If you are serving the Vaishnavas, it should be along with some honorarium. Any service to Vishnu and Vaishnavas should be with some honorarium. Honorarium is some money, some donation amount. Otherwise it is not accepted. So why don't you send some money also? Why do you want to keep it half? Okay, that will also happen. So in this way, in this manner, Srila Bhakti Saranga Goswami Maharaj had collected 5 wagons of coal that directly reached Mayapur. On top of it, 2000 rupees of pranami was given. 2000 rupees in 1919, 105 years ago, which must be very easily more than 100,000 rupees today. Very easily, without any doubt, it will be more than 100,000 rupees. He has not seen Mayapur, he has not seen Prabhupada, he has not seen anything. He has seen Aprakrita Prabhu and he was just given this service. One time during Janmashtami in Mayapur Dham, so many persons will come to participate, and our Guru Varga very generous in inviting everyone, please come, even though there is money, no money, even there are arrangements, no arrangements. Our Guru Varga very generous, our Param Gurudev also, when there was drought, no food, no items to eat, he very generously declared that tomorrow is Nandotsav, everyone please come and participate. Nanda Maharaj is giving this festival. Previously, all the Brahmacharis of the Math told, Guru Maharaj, please don't announce festival tomorrow. Because in Bengal, if you invite one, 10 will come. He will bring everyone together. So please don't invite. Param Gurudev said, okay, no problem. But during the time of Harikatha, when he spoke about Krishna, the glories of Krishna and everything, he told, tomorrow is Nandotsav. Nanda Maharaj is celebrating the appearance of Krishna. So Nanda Maharaj will give festival, all of you please come, all the brahmacharis. So we don't have anything to eat and he has declared festival. What will happen? But they saw that the same day or the next day, a big truck with loads of food items had come and stopped by in front of Chaitanya Gaudiya Math, Calcutta. Everyone were taken by surprise and Nandotsav was celebrated. So it is Krishna's festival, Krishna will take care. It is Nanda Maharaj who is giving, it is not XYZ giving, it is Nanda Maharaj giving. It's Krishna's festival, Krishna. But we always think, oh, we don't have money, we calculate. But devotion is not performed in a calculator. Just jump into it and things will happen automatically. Our Bhakti, our Bhagwat Maharaj, Bhakti Bhushan Bhagwat Maharaj, he wanted to construct Goshala in Mayapur. Our Maharaj, in charge Maharaj, he told Maharaj, there is no money. How can we start? You start, money will come. Don't wait for money to come to start. You start, money will come automatically. If you don't do service, where will money come from? So they have the experience. They know that Krishna is pleased. We jumped into this project of constructing Guru Maharaj Samadhi temple with less than 1 crore. 1 crore is how much? In 10 million? 10 million. And our budget was 200 million. But we had started our project with less than 10 million in the project in the bank. Always in fear. Heart always beating, when will the project stop with lack of money? When will the project stop with lack of money? Most revered Srila Gurudev has been sending money. Many foreign devotees and Indian devotees also, they keep on asking. This Prabhu also asks, money okay? Money okay? Is there enough fund? More money required? I said, money is required. Money is required because funds are never, we never started with sufficient funds. Never. No point in time we said that, funds are enough, no more collect. Never. But money is coming, money is going, coming and going, the balance is remaining the same. Don't know how. Still the same. Money is coming and going. From where it is coming and how much we are spending, I don't know. So, but if we do calculatedly, things don't work. But we jump into it, we have full faith in Hariguru Vaishnavas and start doing the service, there will be no scarcity. So, our Guru Varga has shown this to all of us. Aprakrita Prabhu, he went to Calcutta to collect funds. Srila Prabhupada declared tomorrow will be Nandotsav, Krishna Janmashtami festival, Nandotsav and so many things. It's a 5-day event, 6-day event. So there will be many persons coming, so much is required. So one day, few days before Janmashtami, a big truck with loads of rice, pulses, dal, and leaf plates, buckets, the serving spoons, they all come in the truck, a big truck, and stops by in front of Chaitanya Math. So everyone is asking, where do you want to go, which address you want to go? This is the address we got, here is the place. Who sent you? We don't know who sent, but we have been told by our, the shopkeeper or retail or wholesaler that we should leave the things here. So everyone were surprised. Okay, address is the same. So they got, everything was getting unloaded. And in the evening, by the time the truck got unloaded, it was already evening. So much loads have come. And in the evening, Aprakrita Prabhu had come. So, and after coming back, he told that, oh, such and I went to such and such place, and then I told him, and he sent all this. Srila Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur told, Aprakrita Prabhu, by seeing you, it looks like everyone is always eager to give more and more to you. So it's like, he says that people become busy giving you, it seems like, just by seeing you, they get the tendency to offer donations. This was what our Aprakrita Prabhu was. This is how he served Srila Prabhupada, and he was a very big collector, very, very big, fundraiser for Chaitanya Math, service of Chaitanya Math. One time he wanted to, in a big ceremony, he wanted Srila Prabhupada to sit in a car. During those days, only those who were extremely rich, they used to have cars. These days, every house, 2 cars are there at least. So those days, those who are rich, very rich, they had cars. So Srila Bhakti Saranga Prabhu, he wanted to, make Srila Prabhupada sit in that car in a very big procession, or in some big ceremony. He went to Calcutta from Mayapur to, ask for a car. He went to a very big, rich person, and then he told that we want car for our Prabhupada to, go in a procession. That person told, okay. By seeing, I think, Aprakrita Prabhu, everyone would automatically get the tendency to donate probably. So, look, okay, so you can take this car. Take this car means what? I need driver also. Who will drive this car? Send the driver also. Along with the driver, the car was sent to Mayapur, and late in the evening, Srila Bhakti Sarang Prabhu was coming in that car, and Prabhupada was waiting that Saranga Prabhu has went to Calcutta, he has not returned yet, is everything safe? Because those days there were no such transportation like these days we have. And in the middle of the night, Bhakti Saranga Prabhu comes in a car with lights flooding, in the Mayapur. Car in Mayapur was something very, unusual those days. Now we have big buses also in every bus stand. every ISKCON bus stand is full with buses. Gaudiya Math bus stand is full with buses. Those days one car was a great thing. So, this way Srila Bhakti Saranga Prabhu had served Srila Prabhupada, collecting. And one time Nemi Maharaj, he used to say, I heard from our Madan Prabhu, Nemi Maharaj, he was asked by Prabhupada for some, funds. Our Nemi Maharaj, he went to one house in Calcutta. No previous, identity of that person. Neither that person knows Nemi Maharaj, nor Nemi Maharaj knows that person. Whatever house he met first, he just opened the door, and he opened the gate, and then he entered. The gatekeeper is stopping, don't go. Why don't go? I am sadhu. He goes inside directly, and he goes to the house and opens the door. The people inside, they were not ready for any such thing, any sadhu coming in a, saffron cloth, and they were figured. The women, they went and complained, see, some sadhu is entering inside without any permission. Just go and stop him. Some permission is required, right? Some calling bell is required, some permission is required. May I come in? Excuse me? Nothing. Just entered into the house. And then all the, the persons, the men who were there, they started shouting at that person, oh, why did you need permission to come inside? Why did you get in? Go out. He said, give me 5 minutes, I will sit and talk. Nobody were ready to speak. Okay, just relax. He sat, spoke Harikatha for 5 minutes. For 5 minutes he spoke Harikatha, and those persons who were sitting in front or who were reluctantly hearing to him, they were so much attracted by his speech that they told Maharaj that, Maharaj, we have 500 rupees, please take this in the service of Gaudiya. He didn't even ask yet. He went there to ask for money only. And he wanted to ask exactly 500 rupees. During those days, 500 is not less actually. So, like as soon as he went, 500 is like at least 50,000, not less than 50,000 these days. without any knowledge of that person. He went and spoke Harikatha. He was not, acceptable there initially, but by the end of 5 minutes, they gave him money and then they offered obeisance. Please come whenever you want any service. We are ready to serve you. These were the stalwart, disciples of Srila Prabhupada Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. So today is Aprakrita Prabhu. His name was Atula Chandra Bandopadhyaya, who was working as a railway engineer in Dhanbad. And it is where he met Professor Nishikant Sanyal. You might have read some of his books, Professor Nishikant Sanyal, disciple of Srila Prabhupada. And also Sri Atul Chandra Datta, both of them disciples of Srila Prabhupada. So Atul Chandra Bandopadhyaya was staying with them and hearing Harikatha from them. He came to know about Srila Prabhupada Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. He came to Mayapur Dham, met Srila Prabhupada, and he was attracted by his personality. And subsequently, next year, he organized a big program in Dhanbad. He invited Srila Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur to Dhanbad. And in Dhanbad, he had given the place to stay because our Bhakti Saranga Prabhu, at that time Atul Chandra Bandopadhyaya Prabhu, he was working as a railway engineer, so the railway quarters were provided for him to stay. So he was an engineer. So he had special quarters. He gave those quarters in the service of Srila Prabhupada and his associates who had come there. Prabhupada was extremely pleased by his service temperament, by his devotion, and that year he had been awarded Diksha and Harinam by Srila Prabhupada, and he was given the name Aprakrita Bhakti Saranga Goswami Prabhu. This is the name that Prabhupada had given him. And when he went to Mayapur to meet Srila Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he had fixed 10 rupees as a monthly service from his side to Sri Chaitanya Math. Every month he would give 10 rupees in service to Sri Chaitanya Math. After he received Harinam and Diksha from Srila Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he had few years he worked as an engineer, but his desire to join Srila Prabhupada's mission had intensified. Therefore, he left the job. He left the railway quarters that were given to him, and he had, packed up all his almiras and everything with a truck of all the luggage. He directly lands in Mayapur. Directly comes to Mayapur, he offers obeisances to Srila Prabhupada, and he says that I have left my job, now I am going to live in Math. Srila Prabhupada was extremely pleased to see Srila Bhakti Saranga Prabhu in the Math, and he says jokingly, from this month onwards, who will give me 10 rupees seva? I will be missing your monthly 10 rupees seva. So he was so satisfied, Srila Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, and with his own money that he worked, so with his own money, Srila Bhakti Saranga Prabhu had constructed a quarters in Chaitanya Math, in Yogpit. He named it Sri, there is some name. Aprakrita Kutir. He constructed this with his own expenditure and he gave it in the service of the Vaishnavas. Srila Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur was extremely pleased by his devotion, and he has been given the titles Bhakti Shastri, Maha Mahopadeshak, and he has also been given another title Praudha Sevadhikari. And Srila Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur made him the one of the editors of editorial board of Gaudiya magazine. So there was a Gaudiya magazine which was printed, so he became one of the members of editorial board. So in this manner, Srila Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur had engaged Srila Bhakti Saranga Goswami Maharaj or Aprakrita Prabhu in many services, and in 1936, Srila Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur had sent him abroad to preach the message of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu everywhere. And his preaching was extremely successful in the foreign countries. In fact, he went to several places, that are mentioned here. Many places he went in the Western countries and preached the message. Europe, America, London, France, Germany, Australia, and Saudi Arabia. He went to all these places and preached the message of Srila Prabhupada. But also, when Srila Bhakti Saranga Goswami Maharaj was in the Western countries, he was preaching the message of Srila Prabhupada and Srimad Mahaprabhu. On the 1st of January 1937, Srila Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur disappeared. Srila Bhakti Saranga Prabhu was in Western countries when Prabhupada had disappeared, and he could clearly see some bad omens in the quarters where he was living. He could see something unusual there going on, something like bad omens, and he could really understand that something, I'm going to get some disheartening and heartbreaking news. And much to his surprise, that heartbreaking news was nothing but Srila Prabhupada's departure. Was immediately, he had nothing to do because he could not come so quickly back to India, and he was not able to live there in separation of Prabhupada. So it was a very, very difficult time for Aprakrita Prabhu to spend in the foreign countries when Srila Prabhupada made his disappearance pastimes. Srila Prabhupada was so much pleased by his preaching efforts in the Western countries. I read this previously, but I want to read it again because so heart touching. It'll only tell how much desire, how intense was the desire of Srila Prabhupada to preach the message of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in the foreign countries. He was so very satisfied with anyone who had preached in the foreign countries, Srila Prabhupada. And the letter that he has written to Aprakrita Prabhu when he was in foreign countries is an example, is a testimony of his special desire in taking the message of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu all over the world. That was the desire of Bhaktivinoda Thakur, which Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur had fulfilled in the form of his disciples. So I will read the letter and simultaneously translate into English, which is really, really, really heart-touching to see what it means for Prabhupada to preach in the Western countries. আপনার সেখানের রাজা ও সংসদের সঙ্গে সাক্ষাৎকারের তথা আলোচনা প্রভৃতি বিষয়ে নিউজ পেপারে সব দেখে শুনে খুব আনন্দ পেলাম. So Aprakrita Prabhu was meeting several dignitaries, the leaders, the politicians. He was meeting all of them, which is getting covered in the newspapers. So which of course gets printed in India also. So Srila Prabhupada is writing in one of his letters, I am getting the news of whom you are meeting, what you are speaking with them, and all your activities are being recorded in the newspapers. By reading and by seeing them, I am extremely delighted. আপনি তো জানেন আমার যাবার সময় হয়ে আসছে. You know very well that my time to depart from this world is approaching. This he has written on the 14th of December 1936. 17 days after that he would depart. So he is writing to Aprakrita Prabhu, you know that my time to leave this world is approaching. আগামী দিনে পাশ্চাত্যে প্রবল ভক্তি ভক্তি বিমুখ প্রতিপক্ষের কাছে আপনাকে শ্রী চৈতন্য বাণী উদ্যমের সঙ্গে প্রচার করতে হবে। In future, you have to face the situations in the Western countries which are going to be very challenging to preach Krishna Bhakti. It's not going to be easily possible to preach in the Western countries. In the future, you are going to face such severe challenges. আমি বুঝতে পারছি ওখানে ঠান্ডায় আপনার খুব কষ্ট হচ্ছে, আপনার মনে হয় ভালো মতো তারপর মনে হয় ভালো মতো কোনো কিছু আহারও হচ্ছে না। I understand very well that the place is very cold, it's a cold climate, and due to this cold climate it's not so easy for you to preach there, and I am sure that the food is also not according to what we are used to. So it is a great challenge in terms of climate as well as food, because these days you get international food everywhere you get the food of other country, but during those days it was not so. So I understand very well that the climatic conditions are not favorable, it's cold out there, and the food is also not nice. আমি এই সময় আপনার কাছে থাকলে আপনার সেবার ব্যাপারে পরিচর্যা করতে পারতাম। If I were present with you at this time, I would have served you nicely. Srila Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur is writing to his disciple, he is so much pleased by the service of Aprakrita Prabhu's preaching efforts in the Western countries that you are not getting proper food to eat. If I were with you, I would have served you. This is what it means for Prabhupada to preach Krishna Bhakti all around. আপনি কত প্রতিকূলতার মধ্যেও প্রভুর সেবা করে চলেছেন। In the middle of so many challenges, you are continuing to preach Krishna Bhakti everywhere. অথচ বিদেশে আপনার সেবার পরিচর্যার জন্য পাশে কেউ নাই, and on the other hand there is no one near you to serve you. Means you are doing all by yourself, you are doing all alone, there is no one to serve you also. You are in the middle of so many challenges and you are preaching Krishna Bhakti everywhere all by yourself, and there is no one to serve you also. আপনার কথা আমি ভেবে দিশেহারা হয়ে যায়। It's very difficult to even translate this, it's extremely difficult. The mood of Srila Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur is telling that by thinking about your current position, I am becoming directionless. I have no direction to think about. So much is, satisfied he is with the preaching efforts of Srila Saranga Goswami Maharaj. I just become blank when I think about you. How can I serve you? How can I please you? How can I become an instrument in your service? Gaurahari apnar sarvavidha anukul karun prarthana janai. The only thing that I can do is to pray to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to make everything favorable for the service that you are offering. Srila Prabhupada has written this letter to Srila Bhakti Saranga Goswami Maharaj on the 14th of December 1936. And few days later, 3 days later, again he writes a letter. See how much he is worried about Srila Bhakti Saranga Prabhu. Just 3 days after, he is writing another letter. Amar Priya Prakrita Prabhu, my dear Prabhu, Aprakrita Prabhu, আপনার পূর্বপত্র পেয়ে খুব আনন্দিত। I have received your previous letter and I am extremely happy to receive it. তবে লর্ড জেটল্যান্ডের সঙ্গে কিভাবে আপনি সাক্ষাৎ করলেন সে কথা জানার জন্য আমি উদ্গ্রীব রয়েছে। But I am very eager to know your meeting with Lord Jetland. Previously probably he had written a letter saying that on this particular day I am meeting Lord Jetland. So he is telling that Prabhupada is writing, I received your letter and I am extremely pleased, but now I am more eager now